the time. I don't.
Can you talk to me about the audition process? Because I know that there was two Michaels, two Trevors, and then you
Yeah,
played with the other Trevor. You played,
yeah.
and
We
all
had
that.
how that worked was we had we had our first call. We went and I did the call. The scene that I did was the scene from the opening scene.
Yeah.
Your son, he's a good kid. Really, that thing with Friedlander. But it was actually in the audition. It was with my wife. But whatever. So I did that. And they taped it, and then nothing for a while. Right. I knew I nailed it, but there was just nothing for a while. And I got a call back, and the callback was Steve, I call it an act off, because they brought in two Michaels and two Trevors.
Isn't that intimidating? Sorry to cut you off, but isn't that intimidating?
Not for me.
Right? No, you always.
It might have been intimidating. It might have been intimidating for the other Michael, but it wasn't intimidating for me, because I knew I was the guy. I mean, I had the guy. I had him. I had the character. So, and what happened was we were sitting out in the waiting area, and the PA comes out and hands us new material. Now, everybody had prepared the same material that they had at the first call, right?
Cheeky. Yeah.
So they come out and they hand us new material. They go, "Hey, here's the material for today." And one guy, the other Michael, goes, "Well, wait, what do you mean? We're not." He pulls it out of his suit jacket. He goes, "We're not doing this material. This is what we prepared. What I prepared, and everything." He goes, "No, we're gonna do this today." It was like 7 pages, and I was, while he was doing that, I was looking at the material, going, "Oh man, this is gonna be fun. I like this," and he was panicking, and so I knew I had him, and that's kind of like the athlete in me. I was just like, a competitor. I was like, yeah, I got this fucking guy. So I looked at, so they sent the other, he went in with Stephen Ott, Trevor. Yeah. And then I went in with the other Trevor, and we read, or it might have been vice versa. And we read, and then those two guys went in together. And when they were in there, I was saying to Stephen, I'm like, "Well, dude, how was your deal, man? I hope you could do this," because I didn't feel great with the other guy, right? There was no chemistry. It was just he didn't feel tough to me,
Mm-hmm.
And Steven's physically imposing, he's 6'3" and he's jacked, and everything. So, and so when we went in, it was, and they had a guy who was, the guy who was like the assistant director, who was like filming, just like kind of doing a behind the scenes filming thing. The camera was here, steady camera was here to film our audition, but then
there's another guy
back there, and he was just like, moving around, just shooting, which might have put somebody off their pins as well. But it was, we went in there, and I'm telling you, man, it was like, and I said out there, I go, "Hey, let's, you want to really go on this thing?" Steven's like, "Oh yeah. If it gets physical, my apologies."
Really?
Like,
what did you think when he said that?
He's so fucking artsy fartsy. I said, I'm like, go for it.
Yeah.
So we went in, and we literally threw down the scripts and just went. And because I had it, I had it. It's easy to memorize something when it's good. And this shit was so good. I had it memorized, man. And then I was able to riff a little bit in there, and there were stops where I like, jacked him and he jacked me, because I think it was the scene in the graveyard. I don't remember for sure, but I think it was the scene in the graveyard where Brad is revealed as being dead. He digs up my grave, kind of thing. Because I remember we were holding guns on each other, or he smacked. I said, do it, go for it. And he was reached out, right, hit me upside the head, and I went boom like that, whatever. And it was just like, and you could hear the guy on the camera going like that, and that was the audition. Now every audition is not like that.
I haven't heard a story like that ever.
Yeah, this particular one was like that, and it was just two guys that weren't going to give any ground, and the chemistry was there from the get-go. It was fire.
Almost a chemistry test in a way, right?
Well, yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be. Can these guys work together? You know, blah blah. Do we want to work with them? And we got out of that. I knew we had it. I mean, there was no question that we were getting cast. You know, we got down at the bottom, and Steven was putting on his little helmet on his head to go ride his bike home. And I was like, going, dude, I'll see you on the set, man. You're getting this. Well, I don't know. And I'm like, dude, you're getting this fucking thing. All right. Period. End of story. And, you know, he did, you know, and I did. I said, I think I'm getting it too. I don't know for sure, but I think I'm getting it, sure. But I was